It's 10 trivia questions on streaming services. I'll give you the name of a show. I want you to tell me the name of the place where it originally started streaming. This is Trivia with Buds. What it be, and welcome to another episode of the Trivia with Buds podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Buds. Thanks for checking out my show and giving it a listen. Today's episode is brought to you by my friend Jason Harris, who hosts trivia in Las Vegas. He's killing it all over the place, and he is at a place called the Doghouse, DAWG, live music and entertainment daily. It's the Sports Bar of the Year winner in Vegas, and they're going to be there every Thursday, 6 p.m. at Doghouse, May and June. Go play with Jason Harris in Las Vegas. We've been trading rounds back and forth, and he wrote this one on streaming services, and I thought it would be fun to use today. So that's what we're doing. I'll give you the name of the show. You tell me where you can watch it originally. Before we do that, we have our Family Feud challenge. Name a famous movie rebel. Top 4 on the board. Name a famous movie rebel. Top 4 answers on the board. All right, here we go. Number 4 is an interesting one. It's not an actual rebel. It's someone with the name Rebel. It's Rebel Wilson. 4 people did say that. Rebel Wilson. Number 3, the Joker was said by 8 people. The Joker. Number 2, Luke Skywalker. Interesting. Is he a rebel? Oh, because I get it. I was thinking of all the things he does, and I'm like, is he that rebellious? But he is part of the Rebel Alliance, so I get it. 9 people said that. Number 1 was sort of unanimous. 56 people said it. James Dean, Rebel Without a Cause. So there you go. Top 4 on the board. James Dean, Luke Skywalker, the Joker, and Rebel Wilson. Thanks for playing along. Quick note from 2 listeners. I asked a couple weeks ago or a week ago, I said, when is it that you use the word respectively? And I had 2 different answers from people. I wanted to read those just so you had some insight. Robert Casey says, Ryan, you brought up an interesting point today about why we say respectively. In the situation you mentioned, it is because the 2 items in the second set are in the same order as the first set. In the question you asked, you said the answer is from Aramaic and Hebrew words for son and commandment. By saying respectively, you are indicating that the word for son comes from Aramaic and the word for commandment comes from Hebrew in this case. If you don't say respectively, it just means that either word could have come from either language. Hope that helps, Robert. Robert, that does help. And when you first sent the email and I read it, it did not help. But now that I've read it out loud on the show, it does make a lot more sense. My friend Stephen Houlihan said, Ryan respectively refers to how the question is asked in respect to its answer. So if I said John, Cheryl, and Sue respectively rode a bicycle, a tricycle, and a unicycle, you know John was on the bicycle, Cheryl was on the tricycle, and Sue was on the unicycle. It's just about the order of how it's said. Excellent podcast. Keep it going. Thank you, Steve, for that insight as well. So if anyone was wondering about that like I was, now you know. All right, streaming services. Let's do it. 11 questions. Here we go. It's streaming service trivia. Question number 1. Where did this start streaming? Saved by the Bell, the series that aired in 2020. The newer Saved by the Bell. Where can you watch that? Number 1. Number 2, The Challenge All-Stars. Where can you watch The Challenge All-Stars streaming right now? Number 2. Number 3, Pen 15. What streaming service has Pen 15 available to watch? Number 4, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. Number 4, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. Number 5 is Ozark. 5 is Ozark. Number 6, Ted Lasso. Number 6, Ted Lasso. Number 7, The Not Too Late Show with Elmo. The Not Too Late Show with Elmo. Number 8, The Mighty Ducks Game Changers. The Mighty Ducks Game Changers. Number 9, The Last Drive-In with Joe Bob Briggs. The Last Drive-In with Joe Bob Briggs. Number 10, Outlander. Looking for the original network for Outlander. And the bonus for 2 points, what's the name of the UK-based streaming service with shows like Father Brown, The Beast Must Die, and Mrs. Brown's Boys? Those are all your questions on streaming services. We'll be back with the answers after this. We're back with the answers to streaming services. Let's see if you got them all right. Number 1, Saved by the Bell came back in 2020 on Peacock and has been canceled as of last month. Peacock, Saved by the Bell. Number 2, The Challenge All-Stars, Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus. Shout out to my friends, the Pulaks, who give me their login so that I can watch Reno 911, the movie that came out recently, and Jackass and other things. Number 3, Pen 15, Hulu. That's on Hulu. Number 4, Marvelous Mrs. Maisel's Amazon. Number 5, Ozark is on Netflix. Number 6, Ted Lasso is Apple TV+. Number 7, The Not Too Late Show with Elmo is HBO Max. Number 8, The Mighty Ducks Game Changers, Disney+. Number 9, The Last Drive-In with Joe Bob Briggs, Shudder. If you have that horror streaming service, you can watch Joe Bob Briggs and The Last Drive-In. Number 10, Outlander, Stars. Although they put them on Netflix afterwards, the original network or streaming service there I was looking for was Stars. And the bonus, BritBox airs shows like Father Brown, The Beast Must Die, and Mrs. Brown's Boys. I have a subscription. A lot of great shows. That is it for today's episode. Hope you had a good time playing along. Streaming services may be done again. We could do it with the same service used more than once, which would be cool. Like which of these shows is Netflix, which is Hulu, which is Amazon. Maybe we just stick to 3 next time we do it. Okay. Your fact of the day is Cards Against Humanity bought an island in Maine to preserve wildlife. It's called Hawaii 2. That's fun. Thanks for listening. Thanks for telling a friend, and we'll see you next time for more trivia with Buds. Cheers.